record class. So, as I told you before, we officially concluded all the units in the book until unit number 12. I guess that you remember that last week we already finished, we already checked the way that we can express mixed conditionals, wish, if only, and for sure the vocabulary that is related to charity. Today we're going to start with the preparation for the B2 exam. Today we're going to start with the preparation for the B2 exam, and let me explain you how is this exam divided. Okay, don't forget, the exam is divided in, wait a minute, over here now. Same as the last exam, same as the B1, same as the A2, the exam is divided in 4 parts. That are the main English skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Okay, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. I gotta tell you, the longest part is the reading part, the reading and use of English part, because it's divided in 7 exercises. And the time, what's the time for this? It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay, that's why this is the longest part of the exam. Number 1. Number 2, we got the writing part. Number 2, remember we got the writing exam. The writing, it's kind of long as well, but it's only divided in 2 parts. Okay, the writing, remember you will have to write an essay, and also you will have to write an email or a question, or an email or a story or an article, okay? So that's part number 2. And the time, it's kind of the same. It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes. Part number 3, the third part of the exam, is the listening part. It's only divided in 4 parts, and the time is shorter. It's 45 minutes. And the last part of them all, it's the speaking part. And this part, it's the shortest. It only takes around 15 minutes. Any question? Tell me any question about the parts of the exam?
The whole exam will be taken at the same day, in the same day.
I think so, yeah. The whole exam, because we're going to do it virtual. It's everything is going to be virtual, so yeah, we can do the same day.
Okay. And it's going to be on Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you about it, okay? Let me tell you about it because I need to explain you about the dates. Okay, so before we continue talking about the dates, I want to know if you're clear about the parts of the exam and how long each exam takes, each reading, writing, listening, speaking. Is it clear, Osmel? Have you got any question about the time?
No, I got it, yes. Unfortunately, I haven't practiced a lot of reading, yes. I feel prepared for this.
Okay.
For this
Got it. And what about you? Tell me, Gina, any question?
For example, what about all the points? Reading part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5, part 6, 7. We are going to do all of that parts or just one?
Exactly. We are going to do all of them. And today we are going to start with the preparation, okay? All of them, actually, they are not difficult because some of those exercises we have done here in class before. So we're going to practice, okay? That's why I am going to explain you what are we going to do during the next weeks, okay? For example, here you got the example of part 1, part 2, part 3. I am going to explain you that, okay? Don't worry. We're going to do that today. Yeah? Okay. So remember the time. Be aware of the time. The longest is reading and writing. Then we got listening and speaking, so it's not a big deal, okay? Let's continue. Let's move on now. I'm going to explain you about the time, okay? The dates, the dates. Well, officially, we are on October 25th. So today, we are going to start with the first one, that it's going to be the reading preparation. Today, we're going to focus on reading. It's going to be all about reading and reading and reading, okay? Next week, November 1st, we are going to start with the writing preparation. Reading preparation this week. Next week, writing preparation. Okay? Reading, writing. This week, reading. Next week, writing. Okay? Then let's continue to November. In November, okay, we already know that we got reading and writing. The next week, it's going to be all about listening. We're going to do a class that is focused just on listening preparation on November 8th. The next week, it's going to be speaking. It's going to be all about speaking preparation. The next week, actually, the 22nd, November 22nd, we are going to do like an overall review. That week, we are going to check all the skills that we know, okay? All the skills, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. It's going to be like a mix out of all the skills. And then the last week, November 29th, that's going to be the last one, and we're going to do the final exam. Okay? On November 29th, we're going to have the final exam. Any question? Tell me, any question? Gina, can you repeat?
No, I was reading.
Okay, no problem. What about you? Tell me, Osmel, got a question?
I don't have any question for a moment. Thank you for your explanation.
No questions, okay? And what about you, David? Hello, good morning, David. Hello, David. Can you hear me? David Isa?
The exam will be on Wednesday.
No, Saturday. Remember Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Oh, everything is Saturday. Remember, I'm talking about Saturday, so November 29th.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Super duper. David, you got a question? Hello, can you hear me? David Isam? Hello. I guess there is a problem. No problem. What about you? Any question, Osmel? Are you clear about the dates? No?
It's clear. Yes, I got it. Yes. The day of the exam is the 4? 5? The 4, yeah?
On November 29, you mean?
Yes. November 29.
Yeah, that's the final exam. What's your question?
My question was about the day of the final exam is 25, yeah?
29. 29.
29, yes. Cool. 29, yes.
Okay.
Cool, no problem. I got it.
Next month, actually, because we are on October 25th. So 1 month. Yes. We have 1 month. Okay. Perfect. So we are going to start with the reading preparation today. And for that, I need you to get into the next link. Please open the link and you're going to download, because right now we're going to start using this book. That is the exam booster for B2 level, okay? For B2 level, everybody open the link, download the book, and let me explain you the exercise that we're going to do today, okay? Okay, so you got it. Tell me, yep. You got it, you
Yes,
got
I'm
it.
in the book. Yes, I'm in the book.
Okay, let me share you, because I got a problem here with my computer, I guess, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix it right now until you download it. And here we go. Okay, so let's get ready to start, and here we go, okay? Please, I need you to go on page number 8. That it's all about reading and use of English. That is the activity that we are going to do today, okay? The first part, actually, I think that it's very easy. It's the easiest part, so we're going to do it together. In part number 1, we are going to start by checking, where is it? And this activity, it's going to be all about complete the gaps. Okay, what you got to do here, you are going to read an article and you will have to choose the right word in order to complete the gap. Can you see it? The joy of photography. What you got to do here, remember, read the article, identify which is the right word in order to complete that gap. Okay, that's going to be part number 1. Part number 2, it's pretty the same, but remember, in part number 2, you're going to complete the gaps, but remember, no options, okay? In this case, what you gotta do is think. You gotta think which is the right word, but remember, you don't have the options. You gotta try to remember, you gotta try to think what would be the most suitable word for that space. That's gonna be part number 2. And the last one that we're gonna do in the first part of the class, it's gonna be word formation. I am going to give you a word, I am going to give you like a root, and what you gotta do, you are going to read and then you're gonna choose, then you're gonna change that word, and you have to think the way that you can change maybe from a verb to a noun, from a verb to an adjective, but the idea is that you change that word from its original form to the most suitable form. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one that it's going to be all about multiple choice. And I need you to go on page number 13. Hello, good morning, Diana. Hello, hello.
Good morning, teacher. Excuse me, delay on the class.
Hello, no problem, Diana. The coordinator told me that you weren't about to come today, or am I wrong?
No.
Let me read the message, okay? Because that's why I'm recording the class, because I thought that you weren't coming today. Says, teacher, good morning, ¿me puede ayudar grabando la clase para... Ah, ok, no se va a poder conectar. I'm not so sure who's this, but anyway, okay? Welcome, Diana. We are going to do the preparation for the B2 exam. That's why I need you to download the book. I send you the link. And let's go on page number 13. Can you see it? Page number 13. That's the first one that we're going to do, okay? Everybody, this exercise, I gotta tell you, probably it's the easiest, because in this exercise, what you gotta do, you only gotta remember, what you gotta do, you only gotta read carefully and try to think, try to select, choose the word that you think is the most suitable for that space. Can you see it? Here you are. Photography is a hobby with wide appeal. And I don't mean taking photos on your mobile phone. Remember, you gotta choose the word that you believe is the most suitable for that space. You got the options here. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4. You only have to choose one. There is only one possible option. What is my recommendation? What is my advice for this exercise? Try to read until you find the periods. Find the periods. Here we got one period. Here we got another one. Here we got another one. Excellent. Can you see the periods? What you gotta do, you gotta read and try to identify the word for that gap. And remember, try to read the whole sentence so you can get the whole context of this. So I'm gonna need your help, and together we're gonna discover what is the right word for each gap. I'm gonna start with Gina. Are you there, Gina? Page number 13. I'm gonna ask you to read. You're going to read the next, and you're gonna tell me which is the right word for this, okay? From photography until days. Can you do it, please, Gina?
Okay. But I have a question. We have to choose from the one section?
Yeah, from section number 1 for this, okay? It cannot be. You got the options: rejected, contradicted, denied, or refused.
Okay.
Okay, go please, read. You can do it.
Photography is a hobby with wide appeal And I don't mean taking photos on your mobile phone. So it cannot be that such pictures can be surprised good these days. It, it cannot be contracted,
Contradicted.
contradicted.
I don't mean taking photos, though it cannot be contradicted that such pictures can be surprisingly good these days. But a contradiction, remember, is more like something that is the contrast of a different thing.
Yeah, and I don't mean. I don't know. It cannot be denied. That's
Denied. Excellent, that's the word. It cannot be denied. The translation in Spanish could be as no se puede negar, no? It cannot be denied. It cannot be denied that such pictures can be surprisingly good these days. Okay? Remember, try to think, because in some cases the options, they may be kind of similar, but what's the idea? Remember, try to think and make like a whole statement so that you can identify if the option is good or not. Okay, so I need your help. Thank you, Gina. You helped me number 1. I need your help for number 2 and number 3. Can you do it, please, Osmel? Now you're going to do from serious photography until equipment, and try to tell me which are the right words for number 2 and number 3. Go, Osmel, you can do it.
The effort.
Read, please. Serious photography.
Serious photography means taking the effort.
The effort.
Yes.
Taking the effort. It may sound that is correct, but in English, we don't say take the effort. In English, we say make an effort.
Make an effort.
Yeah, so taking the effort, it's not possible in English. In English, we prefer to say make an effort. So it's not letter C.
Not correct?
No, it's not correct effort.
Yes. Serious photography means taking the form, no?
Taking the trouble. Did you say trouble?
Yes. No,
that's
form.
the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the trouble. Have you heard that expression?
No, this is the first time I just say.
Okay, take the
Serious
trouble.
photography means taking the trouble to do some resource, exploring the technical, exploring the technical, the technical of the subject
Could be care.
Aspects.
Excellent.
Aspects, yes.
Exploring the technical aspects.
Aspect of the subject and investigating what might be quite expensive equipment. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Osmel. Those are the answers, okay, for number 2.
Sorry.
The trouble, and number 3, the aspects. Tell me, you got a question, Osmel?
Yeah, could you mind explaining me again about the phrase taking the trouble? What is the mean?
Okay, taking the trouble. This is more like an idiom. What does it mean? In Spanish, could be translated as tomarse la molestia de, taking the trouble, take the trouble.
The trouble.
This expression means that you do an extra effort in order to do something that is difficult. Okay? So, serious photography means taking the trouble to do some research, exploring the technical aspects of the subject. So the expression, taking the trouble, is that you do an extra effort. It's that you do something that is probably difficult, and you gotta do it if you wanna achieve something, okay? So take the trouble.
Yes, for this reason, I show the effort. Yes, that's mean literally. Yeah,
Exactly, but remember, we don't say take the effort.
the effort. Take the
We say
trouble. Yeah.
make an effort.
That's mean to take a hard effort. Yes.
Exactly, right? In some cases, it's a part of collocations because some collocations are possible and some other collocations are not possible. Okay?
And effort is a noun. Yeah, it's not a verb.
Noun, make an
No,
effort.
yeah, for the reason.
For example, with care, it could be, well,
Taking the care, actually, Gina, care refers to cuidado. Taking the care. So in that case, we can use it, for example, I'm going to take the care of my children. I'm going to take care of my mother. It's more like that you are taking care of a person or something rather than making an effort, an extra effort for something. Okay?
okay.
Kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Okay? Any question? Come on, any other question?
No any question. I got it.
Okay, let's continue with the next. So go ahead, please. Now you're going to help me, Diana. You're going to help me from so until photos in order to complete number 4 and number 5. You can do it.
Website of photography. Firstly, it allows you to capture special moments that you want to remember forever. In addition, it stimulates.
Excellent. Yes, it stimulates.
Imagination because you are always in search of ideas for original and out of the ordinary photos.
Excellent, amazing, Diana. Congratulations, both are correct. Number 4, it allows you to capture special moments. I think this is easy because in Spanish we also use the same word, right? Capturar momentos especiales. We are talking about taking a picture, okay? And number 5, we are talking about imagination. So, motivates your imagination? Not possible. Renews your imagination? Like the imagination is not something that you renew and renew because it's something that you always have, right? So the only possible, the most accurate word could be stimulates. It stimulates your imagination because you're always in search of ideas for original and out of ordinary photos. Thank you so much, Diana. Got it well. And let's continue. Go ahead with number 6 and number 7. Are you there? Can you hear me, David? David Isa, no sé si está. I'm not so sure if you're here, David. Again, help me please, David, from however until you. Can you do it, please? David, I can hear you. Guess there's a problem with your microphone. No, I guess David had a problem with the connection, so I need your help. Let's go again with Gina. Please, Gina, come on. You can help me, please, from however until you. Read it, please.
Okay. However, a lot of practice is required before you to take real good pictures on regular basis. A lot of big practice is required before you achieve, I think.
Achieve? Before you achieve?
Or manage.
Manage, that's it, right? Because what's the meaning of manage? Manage could be translated when you do something difficult. So, a lot of practice is required before you manage to take really good pictures. Like antes de que consigas. Pero, as me tell me, teacher, achieve is also conseguir. But remember, manage is when something is difficult. Achieve, remember, could be in general. But in this case, if we are talking about something that requires a lot of practice, you have to practice, and that's why the word is manage. Okay?
It's like to handle.
Handle, right, handle.
Oh, yes.
Something difficult, okay? And the last one, in number 7, you tell me?
When you finally do it, it will be of great satisfaction for you. When you finally do it, it will be a source or reason.
Source. No, it's correct. Source.
Source.
Exactly. It will be a source of great satisfaction for you. Okay, number 7. And the last one, okay, go ahead, please. You can do it, Osmel. Let's go from photography until hobby. Yeah, go Osmel for photography can also. Go ahead, please.
Photography can also transform the way you look at the world. You start to see details that in the past you used to miss. All in all, is healthy observing hobby. If you can also just start details in the past you used to miss.
So utterly, completely, fully.
Utterly?
Utterly, no.
Missfully. Hmm?
You start to see details that in the past you used to miss.
Missfully.
Completely.
Completely.
Okay, completely.
Yes.
Got it? Any question? Tell me. You may tell me, teacher, for me these words are kind of similar. Utterly, completely, fully, and absolutely. Actually, the word in this case, we are talking about details. Can you see it? You start to see details that in the past you used to miss completely. That means that in the past, probably you didn't pay attention to those details. And that's why you didn't see it completely, okay? That's the word, completely. Any question? Tell me any question about exercise number 1.
No. With source, I have what's the difference?
Source or reason? Okay, source or reason, that one?
Yes.
Okay, well, although they are kind of similar, in this case, we are talking about the whole process. Okay, the whole process, because it says, when you manage to take really good pictures, we are talking about the process itself. It will be a source of great satisfaction. Source, remember, we are talking about all. While in the case of reason, probably it's just one reason.
Okay.
Got it? But in this case, we refer to the whole process. That's why it's a source of satisfaction. Not only a reason of satisfaction, but a source, like bigger. Okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Any other question you tell me? Easy, right? I think this is easy. Come on, you're a super pro student, so I don't think it's a big deal to do this exercise because you got the options. Now pay attention because we're going to move to part number 2. And this one, my dear students, it's a bit trickier, it's a bit more difficult, because now you don't have the options. For part number 2, you gotta think, you gotta try to guess, try to read, understand the whole text, and identify which is the right word for that gap. What is my recommendation for this? In the case of this exercise, it's really important that you remember grammar. And especially the difference between adverbs, maybe prepositions, maybe comparisons, pronouns as well. The idea is that you try to get what word you need for that gap. For example, so you want to run in a marathon, there is... Hey, Osmel, you got it quickly. What is the word?
Not.
There is no
No,
doubt.
there is no doubt the running.
Excellent.
It's okay. Shipments, yes.
Exactly. So you gotta try to think and remember you can only use one word. There is only one possible word. Okay, not two, not three, just one. Okay, so you think you can do it? Are you ready for this? All right, so what time is it? I think that we can do this here. See, yeah, we have enough time. We are supposed to do this exercise in 6 minutes. So what are you going to do? Everybody, please, individually, you are going to read and you are going to tell me the answers, or you can write the answers here on the chat box. Okay, for example, here, write a number and then the word that you believe is the right, is the word that you need to complete the gap. Okay, go please. You can start. We got 5 minutes. Page number 18. Okay, ready, finished? Everybody? Terminamos, finish. You tell me if you got a question. Let's start from number 1, okay? Tell me, in your opinion, I'm going to start with Diana. What is the word for number 1?
Many training plans involve running 4 times a week for of 3 months. No, for
at?
At all?
No.
Not to use.
Least. Al menos, okay? For at least 3 months. And sometimes longer. Y a veces más, okay? Por lo menos 3 y a veces más. At least 3 months and sometimes longer. Okay? Let's continue. Number 2, can you help me? Let's go with Osmel. Experts strongly recommend.
Purchasing many train plans involves running 4 times a week. And sometimes experts strongly recommend that you shouldn't be used to running alone.
Can you repeat? You should?
Shouldn't beat? Should not beat?
No. What do you think? Experts strongly recommend that you should use to running long distances gradually. That means that little by little, step by step. What's the word? Get used. Okay? Get used, remember that you create a new habit. Okay? Experts strongly recommend that you should get used to running long distances gradually. Okay? Let's continue. Go ahead. I need you to help me number 3 and 4. Let's go with Gina. If you don't, until runs. Go, please, Gina. Hello, Gina. Are you there? Please, you help me. Number 3 and number 4. If you don't. Gina, are you there? I guess there is a problem with Gina. Gina's microphone. Hello, Gina. Can you hear me? Okay, no worries. So I'm going to tell you these ones. If you don't, it can increase the chances of
picking up.
Very nice. Of picking up an injury. It is excellent. It is generally thought that runners should initially go on fairly relaxed training runs. The pace should be gentle enough to allow you, one and a preposition here as well, to allow you to have a conversation with someone running alongside you. Okay, excellent. I need your help. Let's go with, okay, you're going to help me, please. The next one, go Diana. Diana, number 5. Can you read and you tell me in this case?
Yeah. Don't make the mistake of eating too little before the race, or you will rapidly run
of energy.
Oh,
excellent. Run out of energy. This is a phrasal verb. right? That means agotarse, quedarse sin. Okay? Don't make the mistake of eating too little before the race, or you will rapidly run out of energy. And we have a contrast, but should you eat a large meal? Remember, here we have a contrast, so it's not a good idea to eat a little, but it's not a good idea to eat a large meal as well. Number 7, neither. Tampoco, okay? But neither should you eat a large meal. Okay, but neither should you eat a large meal. Okay, and you help me the last one, number 8, please. Can you do it, Osmel? Number 8, it goes without saying. Until comfortable, read it, please.
It goes without saying that choosing the right footwear is also essential. What did you do? 4. No 4?
Read the whole. I recommend you read the whole sentence,
Yeah.
and then choose the word, okay?
To avoid clothes made of cotton. And go for the full methods, or even sometimes of food such as marine. Just nothing comfortable. Essential? I don't know. Are you 4 or 2? Do you do? No.
No? The word is whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever you do, avoid clothes made of cotton and go for artificial materials. Okay? Lo que sea que hagas, whatever you do, avoid clothes made of cotton and go for artificial materials or even some types of wool such as merino. Choose clothing that will be comfortable. Okay? Easy or difficult? What do you think? Tell me.
It's a little bit difficult.
A bit difficult?
A little bit, yes, no.
Okay, don't worry. So, everybody, it's okay. We're going to have a break now. Don't worry, we're going to have a break now. And after the break, we're going to continue with another exercise that it's going to be similar to this, okay? So, let me... Just give me a second, and we can carry on with the next part. Ya estamos ahí, chicos. Are you there? Hello, yes. Please, I need you to come back and we can continue. Excellent. So, my dear students, we're going to do the activity that we check. I guess that you remember that we already completed part number 1 and part number 2. Part number 1, remember, we got to complete the gaps. But remember, in this case, we got options. In part number 2, it's similar, but remember, we have to read and we have to write the option. Let's continue because we're going to move on part number 3. And what do we have to do in this part? I got to tell you, this exercise is not difficult at all. What do we have to do here? In this article, we have to complete the gaps, but we have to use the words that we got here. Can you see it? We are going to complete the gaps, and we have to do it using the words, but there's something that you gotta know. We gotta change the verb, the sentence, whatever we have here, in order to make it suitable for that space. For example, let's see the first one. Until recently, the of planets outside our own solar system was difficult to prove. So, until recently, the existence of planets outside our own solar system was difficult to prove. So what you gotta do, remember the word that we get here, we have to transform, we gotta change it into the one that we need. So until recently, the existence of planets outside our own solar system was difficult to prove. So remember, what do we have to do? We have to use the word that we get here, and remember, we got to transform it. We got to change it. So let's move on. I need your help. Can you do it, please? I'm going to start with Gina. Okay, Gina, can you help me? Now, thanks to increasingly, can you do it, please? Gina, hello, hello. Oh, guess there's a problem. No worries, okay? Oh my gosh, and we lost David and Osmel, no problem. So you can help me, let's go with Diana. Okay, Diana, let's go with this, okay? I need you to read and you're gonna help me. You gotta use the word that we get here, since. But remember, you gotta change it so it's suitable for that space.
No, thanks to increasing single sensitive.
Excellent, very good, sensitive equipment.
Hundreds have been discovered orbiting distant stars recently.
Excellent, okay? So you got it well. That is what we got to do, okay? Remember the word that we got here, but you got to transform it into the one that we need, okay? Let's go. Number 2, I'm not too sure, okay, Diana? I guess that your classmates had a problem, so you're going to continue, Diana, until you finish the paragraph, okay?
Yeah. Excuse me, 1 minute, teacher.
No
Please.
problem. No problem. Take your time.
Thank you, teacher. A ver.
Okay, continue. Reason.
Yes. Investigating of the nearest star to Earth.
Investigations or investigation.
Investigation.
Excellent. Recent investigation.
Yeah. Proxima Centauri have led to a signified discovery, a rocky planet similar in size to the Earth, which may have liquid water on its surface.
Okay, you got it. But in number 3, that would be to a significant. Okay.
What is a significant?
Significant, okay? It's something that is remarkable, like a discovery that is really important, significant.
Okay.
The translation, I guess, it's like significativo, un descubrimiento significativo. That means that has a lot of relevance. Okay, excellent. So remember, we gotta use the word given here, and we gotta change. We gotta change to the one that we need, okay? Signify, significant. Investigate, investigation. Any question, Diana, any question?
This case is a ruler.
A rule?
Yes, a rule.
Yeah, remember, you gotta change. And in some cases, remember, Diana, we only have to change. For example, here we have the verb. The verb investigate.
Okay.
But we gotta change it to a noun. We gotta transform it because investigate is verb, investigation is noun.
Okay.
For example, signify is verb, significant is adjective. Okay, what's the idea? Remember, change, we are supposed to change the verb given into the word that we need. It could be either an adverb, a noun, an adjective. That's what we need, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Let's continue. Let's carry on. Hello, Osmel. Are you there, Osmel? What happened?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Sorry.
No problem. Osmel, we are doing the exercise on page 25, and this exercise, it's all about word transformation. So you gotta use the word given here, and you gotta transform it into the one that we need. Okay,
Yes,
so Osmel, can you help me? I need you to read. Let's go the next paragraph from although.
Yes, I can hear you.
Go, please, you can do it. Read it and you change the verb so you can have a word suitable for that gap.
Yes, I got it, yes. Maybe consider, although the new planet is considered close to Proxima Centauri.
Considered, you mean with ed?
Yes, consider.
No.
Consider.
We need
Consider.
an adverb. In this case, we need an adverb.
It's a consider, yeah? No?
No. The word is considerably.
Yes.
Adverb.
Considerable.
Remember, we need in this case an adverb.
Yes.
Continue.
This activity is transform the word, yeah?
A harder word, you mean?
Transformation.
Excellent.
Yes,
Word transformation. That's it.
I didn't know, sorry.
Okay, so continue. Remember, you got to use the word given here and you got to transform into the one that we need. Continue.
Although the new planet is considered closer to the Proxima Centauri than the Earth is to the Sun, there is still a possibility. It's possible.
Possibility, that's right, okay? There's still a possibility.
Possibility of life there. That is because the star is much smaller and cooler than our sun. So, condition on the planet may be uncomfortable.
Maybe comfortable. Very good. Comfortable. Continue.
Not to support life. Temperature on the planet will be dependent.
Nice, excellent. Will be dependent
on water. There is an atmosphere surrounding it.
Okay, what do you think about it, Osmel? Easy or difficult?
It's a little bit hard, but
I think it's easy because you got the word. And what you gotta do to the word? Only transform it. You don't have to think about a different word. Is the word given here, but you gotta change it, transform it. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Thank you, Osmil. And Gina, hello, Gina. Are you there? What happened, Gina?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I wanted to change to my computer, but I lost the connection. The connection.
Oh, you lost the connection. Okay, so Gina, are you aware about the exercise? What you gotta do? You gotta use the word given here, but you gotta transform it into the word that you need for the gap. Okay, so Gina, continue. Go from traveling to Proxima Centauri. Read it, please.
Traveling to Proxima Centauri and exploring its planet is totally unreal at the moment, despite it being one of the nearest stars to the sun. It will take thousands of years to get there using current technology.
Excellent. The word that I guess that you said unreal,
Yes,
unrealistic.
unrealistic.
Excellent, right? It's totally unrealistic because in this case we need an adjective. Totally unrealistic.
Exploring.
Okay?
But it means the same.
It means the same, kind of the same, but grammatically, I think it's better to use an adjective because unreal, it's more like a noun. Irreal. And unrealistic, remember, no realista, unrealistic. So in this case, exploring its planet, it's totally unrealistic at the moment. Okay? Sure. Nice. Any question about this exercise? Easy peasy or difficult?
So more practice.
Of course. I know it's the moment to practice and you're going to do this by yourselves, okay? Let's get ready because I am going to share you now the next link where we are going to practice both part number 2, the one that we did before the break, and part number 3, the one that we did, the one that we're doing it right now, okay? 2 and 3. So, Diana, Osmel, Gina, I need you to get into the next link, and together we're gonna finish both, part 2 or 3. So this is a simulator. Remember, we have here a simulation, an exercise very similar to the one that you're going to have in your Cambridge exam. And remember, in this part, you don't have options. You got to think the word that you need for that space. Okay, variation in English. That's what you got to do, okay?
Okay.
Finish, tell me, finish part 2.
Mm,
Finish, Diana, yep.
Okay.
Tell
Yes.
me, part number 2, easy or difficult?
Easy.
Easy, okay, very good. And yeah, remember, once you finish part 2, here, under that, you got the use of English part 3. That is the exercise that we did. Can you click? Remember, you got the explanation. Here also I got one mistake for one thing. Yeah, in this case, for one thing. Por una razón, for one thing, por alguna razón, for one thing. Okay, that's the word. And let's go on part 3. Once you finish part 2, remember, you can continue with part 3. And it's the exercise that we did, okay? Remember, you gotta change the word that we got here.
yeah,
But
a
remember,
question.
tell me.
For example, I put in the fourth some, for example, to be different in some ways. It's not the same that many.
Many ways. In some ways, in many ways. What happens in algunas formas? What happens here? In this case, we are
So
talking
many
that.
words. So many.
Yeah,
So
in this
when
case, we are talking that in the case of the way, trying to give like an exaggeration, I gotta tell you, or probably trying to say how different it is, okay? Because as you can see in the first part of the paragraph, they say that the English in the British Isles is very different. So in this case, it is better to use many because I believe with many, you are trying to provide like a bigger like a bigger support to this part that the English is different in Britain. Okay?
Okay.
So that's your question, Gina, in many ways. Any other confusion?
Yes, I don't know what word put in the next one, and while it is probably difference of pronunciation that I put there always, but I don't know why.
That always strike, always immediately strike, always, that will immediately always strike. That always strike. I don't think it's good to say que siempre, inmediatamente, los patear, strike them.
But I don't know what.
To take
what
attention. This is to take attention.
Continue, Gina. I guess you got a question.
No, I don't know what word could be there,
It's
but I never think that it will be will.
will.
That it.
Yeah, because in this case, can you see it? We are talking
that
about. Osmel,
Read.
yeah, you want to say something, Osmel?
Yes, it's that it.
It.
It. Just it. May? Was
that
it correct?
it immediately strike them?
Yeah?
It's will.
No?
Will.
Will.
Mhm.
It's so strange.
Okay, because we are okay. Why we can use will? Well, probably that will immediately strike them. Learners, Minorson. Yeah, we are talking about a situation that it's gonna happen, like a prediction. So you tell me, Jenna, that you say always, like in present, right? But in this case, I believe it's talking more like a prediction of people that visit the British Isles. Most of people seen from visitors has learned, while it is probably differences of pronunciation that will immediately, que inmediatamente los strike them, los noquearán, los patearán, no? Talking about that, okay? Learners may also notice differences of grammar and vocabulary. Okay, so those were the more difficult for you, many and will.
Well, because I don't know where I can notice that it's going to be a future simple.
Future simple using will.
Yes, because you can say, for example, diferencias que siempre los golpean.
Siempre, that always strike them, como en presente, not talking in present.
Yes.
They are usually, I think, yeah, but I guess in this case, the way that the text is written is in order to give more like a prediction. Que siempre los golpean es como que algo que siempre ocurre, ¿no? Ocurrirá. Will always. I don't think in this case always is the best because always it refers that something that it's like something that you assure that happens. But will, it's more like a prediction, something that you're sure that it will happen, or maybe not, okay? Because also you can see learners may also notice here below, as you can see, we also got a word, may, that is talking like a prediction as well, but not like a strong prediction. Okay?
Okay. With may and while, I can notice that it's going to be a future.
Exactly, that's it, right? Like a future prediction.
Okay.
Yeah. And the others, tell me, Gina, too, with us, you got it?
Yes. The first one, no, the second one, I failed because I put every. I don't know what can be.
Yeah, in this case is for one thing, por
Sí.
alguna razón, for one thing.
Okay.
Yes. People seem to speak faster than expected. That expression for one, I failed in this one too because for one is the expression itself, right? For one. Used to stress that the person name holds the specific view. The act is right, the first of several possible situations. To give an example of something. It's like for one. For example, for one. Okay?
Okay.
For example, for one. For one thing. Por un ejemplo, por una cosa, for algún reason. That's the word, okay? Yeah. What about you, Osmel? You finished the part one, Osmel. Part two, sorry.
Yes, of course. This is the first one.
And you can continue, remember, to part three. Can you see it? And in this case, it's similar to the exercise that we did together. You gotta use the word given here, but you gotta transform it into the word that you need. Okay?
Of course, this is the second part.
Let's complete this, and I guess we can have a new break. Okay, let's complete this part, and we can have a new break. So go ahead.
where we have to do?
Remember here, once you finish part 2, down there's the one that you say use of English part 3. Can you see? Can you see the button?
And the same link.
In the same link, yes, part 3. Or open this, okay? Let me show you. If you already closed the link, open in the part 3, okay?
Part 3. Yeah.
Tell me you finished. Yes, part number 3. Go Gina, Diana, Osmel, finished.
Yes.
Finished. Tell me any confusion, Gina?
With the last one, I put surgery, but it was surgical. And the first one, the same. I put ambitionary, but it was ambitious.
Yeah, ambitious, remember, it refers to the adjective, right? To the person, ambitious. The last, gradually, research, experimental, shiny, transformation. Got it or no?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
Shine. I was between shining or shiny.
Shiny because we need an adjective. Okay, shiny. A few weeks later, he found it in the yard still shiny as new. Okay?
But shining, it is wrong.
Shining, remember it's like a verb. Brillando como nuevo. Déjame ver. A few weeks later, he found it in the yard. It's still shining. Still shining. Todavía brillando como nuevo. But in this case, we got the comparison with as. Okay, as. A few weeks later, he found it in the yard. It's still shiny as new. Okay, not shiny, but shiny. If you use shining, it's talking about, for example, the steel was shining the whole day because you are talking about the action. But in this case, we need an adjective. Okay?
I notice just for the as.
As, exactly, right? That you are making a comparison.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Come on, tell me, Diana. Osmel finish as well. Ready for a new break?
Yes.
Finish? Okay. So, my dear students, it is moment for a new break now. I am going to set the timer. After the break, we're going to continue with the last parts. And the last parts, it's going to be more about comprehensive reading, which I consider this is something that we have done in the past. And I'm going to share you just some links on simulators so that you can do it later, okay? So,
Okay.
let me share the timer. We got 15 minutes, okay? And, well, we already completed part number 1, 2, and 3. Don't worry because it took us a longer time than expected. But anyway, don't worry because next week we can also continue with the last parts, okay? Let me make a summary about the things that we have learned until here. And here we go. Okay, we have already done part number 1, part number 2, and part number 3. Part number 5, 6, and 7, this is more like, I gotta tell you, usually like A comprehensive reading. That means that you will have to read an article and choose the right answers. But we're going to focus today, and I believe we can finish after this with part number 4. Word key transformation. Because in this part, let me show you now, let's go on page number 31. What you gotta do, you're gonna change not only the word, but remember the idea is to use 3, 4 more words in order to make that 2 sentences have the same meaning. What is the point? What is the aim in this exercise? Remember, you got the first sentence. On holiday, I prefer going sightseeing to relaxing on the beach. And here below, we got a sentence that is incomplete. What is the idea? You gotta use the word given here, and you gotta use 2, 3, or more words so that both sentences may have the same meaning. On a holiday, I prefer going sightseeing to relaxing on a beach. On a holiday, I would rather go sightseeing than relax on the beach. As you can see, both sentences have the same meaning with different words. Okay, any question? Tell me, any question? Remember, you gotta use the word. Tell me, Gina, yeah?
That we have to use the word that it's up in the sentence.
You gotta use that word, but remember you can add 2, 3, or more words. Okay?
Okay.
Yep. So, for example, I need your help. You're gonna help me number 1, okay, Gina? Nobody explained why the flight had been delayed. Nobody explained why the flight had been delayed. You're gonna complete this next sentence, but you gotta use the word reason. How would you say that? Can you tell me?
And nobody gave a reason about the Lionel flight.
The delay, no, just delay, you're right. Nobody gave a reason.
Why the flight has been delayed? No.
No more than 5 words. On top, remember 5 words, no more. Nobody gave a reason for that delay to the flight.
For the delay to the flight.
Okay. Nobody gave a reason for the delay to the flight.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent. So nobody gave a reason for the delay to the flight. Got it? You get a question about this? Remember, the word that is given here is the word that you need. And you tell me, teacher, can I use the words that are here? You can use the words or you can transform the words. Okay, that's it. Actually, you can use both the same word or you can transform the words that you got in the other sentence. Okay, can you help me? Let's go with Osmel. Okay, Osmel, you're gonna do number 2. Last year skiing holiday.
Chesakov. Last year's skiing holiday was more exciting than this year's holiday by the sea. This year's holiday by the sea. Wasn't last year's skiing as well as
Excellent.
last year
Wasn't or was not as
well as
But the word exciting, okay?
Exciting, yes. Well, has exciting.
As exciting as last year's skiing holiday. This year's holiday by the sea wasn't as exciting as last year's skiing holiday. Okay? Any question, Osmel? Is it clear? In the first case, we got the comparison more exciting than.
Yes,
In the
it's
second,
comparison.
as exciting as. Okay?
It's like a passive voice, I guess. But, yeah.
Passive voice? I don't.
Just was, I
Passive
guess.
voice?
Yeah, the fifth sentence is like a passive voice by the sea. And we have to
By the
transform
sea.
this.
But by the sea, remember, means al mar, no? By the sea. Like talking about the place, not the passive voice, but talking about the place.
Just refer to the place, yeah.
Okay, this year's holiday by the sea wasn't as exciting as last year's skiing holiday. Okay, super, Osmel. And let's go with number 3. Can you help me? Let's go with Diana. Please, Diana. Remember, you gotta use the word given here and the idea that you change the sentence, but it needs to have the same meaning. Okay, Diana, read it, please.
Maria doesn't think we should visit the museum because it's not very interesting.
Okay. Maria says.
Maria says, should.
Maria says should.
Should. Tal vez en qué contexto. A ver, no, they shouldn't.
No should, but remember you gotta use the word point. So let me help you this, okay? Maria says there's no point. There's no point, remember, means como que no tiene sentido. There's no point. Okay, because up here in 3, she says that we doesn't think we should visit the museum because it's not interesting. So Maria says there's no point in visiting the museum because it's not interesting. María dice que no tiene sentido visitar el museo porque no es interesante. Arriba, María no cree que deberíamos visitar el museo porque no es interesante. So, the word point, remember, means sentido. Not only talking about point, but also like sentido, okay? Point. Okay? Easy or difficult? Remember the word given, and you can add 2, 3, or more words.
I don't understand it.
A question there. For example, it's right if I said there's no point to visit the museum, or it has to be in visiting?
Yeah, it all depends on the preposition. In this case, I use in. So after in, the preposition, the verb goes with ing. But it's correct if you say there is no point to visit the museum. Because after the preposition to, we cannot say to visiting. No, just to visit. It's also correct. Very good, Gina.
Thank you.
Okay. Got it? Okay, let's continue. Come on, we're going to complete the last 3 exercises, and I believe that we may finish for today. You can tell me, teacher, and what about the rest of the reading activities? Remember, the rest of the reading activities, we can complete it next week because, well, this exercise, it's like comprehensive reading. Lectura comprensiva, leer el artículo, read the article, and choose the right sentences. Part number 6, kind of the same, comprehensive reading, read the article, and complete with the sentences. And the last one, it's going to be more like identify the articles and choose in which paragraph is it. So we can do that next week. It's not a big deal. And then we can start with the next, that is writing. So come on, Gina, I need your help. You're going to help me to complete number 4. All of us.
Okay, all of us are excited about our trip to China next month. Everyone is looking excited about our trip.
Is looking excited? No. Looking excited, in that case, if you use looking excited, it refers that you're talking directly about the action. Use your eyes to look at. So looking excited, no. Looking is correct. Everyone is looking.
Excited? No.
No, we need to use a phrasal verb. It's a phrasal verb that use the word look.
Is looking for no.
Forward. Yeah, you said it. Looking forward to our trip. Okay. Looking forward means como expectar. Tener muchas ansias de que algo pase, pero con emoción, with excitement. So everyone is looking forward to. Todo el mundo está esperando, expectando con emoción, with excitement, to our trip to China next month. Okay.
It could be another word. For example, is looking nervous or no?
Because if you use nervous, if you use excited, in that case, it doesn't sound like a verb. In that case, the action is looking nervous, mirando nervioso, pero es como que la acción de mirar. But if we use the phrasal verb, you change it, you change the meaning of the action that looking instead of expecting.
Instead of.
Exactly.
Or if I use, for example, is looking like nervous, no? Looking like, no?
Looking like nervous, no. In this case, remember, we gotta use a verb, a phrasal verb. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you, Gina. Come on, let's go. Please, Osmel, I need your help. You're gonna read number 5, please. When I was in Sweden. Read it, please.
Yes, of course. When I was in Sweden, I managed to learn some Swedish. Swedish, yes. When I was in Sweden, I was some Swedish. I was pick up some Swedish.
I was picked up.
Pick up, yeah.
Pick up, yeah, I guess you're right. Pick up, but
pick it up, yeah.
We need to use more.
Pick up.
Try to focus on the word manage to. Do you remember what is the meaning of manage to?
Manage to handle. Yes.
Exactly, but
yes.
I was handled. Manage. Also like a synonym for ability, like an ability that you have that you.
I was be able to pick up some quiz.
Repeat. I was be
able to pick up some Swedish.
I was able, very good, to pick up some Swedish. I was, because remember, it's past. I was able to pick up some Swedish.
Capital. I said that because you was referring to the ability. Yes.
Exactly.
Manage,
Manage is an ability. It's an ability that you did, that you
manage
were
to
able to do.
handle, able, manage, handle, be able.
Exactly. Can, could, abilities. Okay. And let's go with the last one, number 6. Go ahead, please. I need your help, Diana. Read, please, number 6, the architecture.
The architecture here makes me think of the building in Amsterdam.
The architecture here.
Here. Reminds to make
Reminds, not to me, just reminds me. Reminds me, exactly. There's no need to use the preposition to me. Me recuerda a mí, sino solamente me recuerda, reminds me. Okay. The architecture here reminds me of the buildings in Amsterdam. Okay. La arquitectura aquí me recuerda a los edificios en Amsterdam. The architecture here reminds me of the buildings in Amsterdam. Okay?
Okay.
So, my dear students, what do you think about this exercise? Difficult, easy peasy, more practice?
Difficult.
Thanks for your honesty. I love your honesty, okay? I gotta tell you, probably, this is the most difficult exercise in the exam. Okay?
Yes.
Because the idea is that you try to get the meaning of the sentence and try to create a new sentence with the exact meaning or a similar meaning. As you can see, if you change a little word, it may be difficult. It may totally change the meaning. So, gotta practice more. Don't worry about it. And you may tell me, teacher, how? How can we practice? Okay, just to finish, my dear students, I guess we ran out of time today. We don't have more time. Please copy the link. Here we have another simulator. And remember, you can practice the exercise that we have done until here. Exercise 1, that is the first one. Exercise 2, remember, that is completed gaps. Exercise 3, that remember is word transformation. And exercise 4, the last one that we did. What you gotta do, remember, use the word given here and make a sentence with the same meaning as in the first, okay? For example, I was in New York 2 years ago. I haven't been to New York in over 2 years.
Okay. For example, we can use that link to study for the B2 exam.
Exactly.
Is it a simulator?
It's a simulator. That's the word.
But it works to the Cambridge exam too.
Exactly, sure. Remember that we are doing the preparation for the Cambridge exam. The exercise that we did today, remember, are Cambridge exams. Okay? Got it? Listo. Any question? Any other question, please? No?
No, this is not.
Okay, remember that next week we're going to continue with the preparation for the B2 Cambridge